Chris Paul has some room to work. That's too much. Takes advantage on that free throw line extended.
Well, it's interesting because Ed Davis is not
the way to one of his teammates.
Opening night here in Oklahoma City, and Paul, 17-footer is automatic. Defense. Above the three-point line every single play. As Paul negotiates, got to his spot mid-range, knocks it down on the foul. Looked like it's done. Mike got it in. Chris Paul around the screen. Boy, he's been making a living out of doing that mid-post left side. And ties this game at 83. Paul probing for space. Pulls up from 18 feet. Nice jump shot from Chris Paul. Starting to find his...
In transition off of plays like that.
Paul trying to take Okafor. Steps back with that patent Chris Paul fadeaway.
Just a beautiful...
He gets pulled over by Isaac. Paul with 2 on the timer, right at the elbow, and he knocks it down.
DeMar DeRozan not to give it up, just take Chris Paul the low block to go to work.
First bucket for DeRozan. Chris Paul answers with his first basket.
Up and down, you start reaching into his territory, he's going to draw the foul on you.
And then Paul goes to work on the baseline. Oklahoma City takes the lead, 36. Chris Paul, 10 on the shot clock. Paul comes right back and makes the jumper.
It's almost like you poked the bear.
Exactly.
You know, Chris Paul got angry. Look,
he continued to show you plays like the one we dropped off to Gallinari.
And Chris Paul, smooth stroke, right outside the elbow. So he's got his first
4 or 5 passes.
Paul, nifty move. Pretty play for Chris Paul. That's 15 years on display.
That's his signature move as well. You know, just dancing with the basketball and step back.
As the mismatch, can drive, can step back, wants the shot. And Chris Paul taking over here in the last couple of minutes.
Well, CP3 is doing a big job. Attack them.
Paul looking for some space, fading away, and he got the friendly bounce, the soft bounce, as Paul was able to maneuver his way off that screen.
Bucks have done a good job of tightening things up for the Thunder right now. They're not allowing them to get into that pick and roll game. Chris Paul does a good job of getting that middle ground. Give the Thunder some much need.
He's that 6'10" backup center stretch 4 as Paul hits the jumper. 35-31. If he worked at practice every day against Adams, he would not have shown that right hand. That was not a part of his repertoire a few years ago.
You just got to continue to go at him.
Chris Paul. He just knows exactly what he's supposed to do wherever he is on the floor. Paul pressed out beyond the three-point line. Pulls up.
You're 6'9", you can get a bucket on anybody. Go ahead and get that bucket right there.
Chris Paul comes back and kind of leaves his calling card, knocks down the mid-range jumper.
Got a big pick by Adams, goes around it. Pull-up jumper straight away is perfect for CP3.
And that 15-footer Chris Paul he drops it over to McGee.
Paul got to his spot at the free throw line. Now he's in the scoring column. And yet to score in this game.
Offense. They're getting their points now in transition.
Paul. Oh, counted on the foul. The continuation.
For you lip readers at home. Oh, it's good.
Chris Paul hits the jumper, so that takes away an and one, and then allows Paul to hit the jumper. So that's a little momentum swing, and it's the third foul on Pascal. Tenari on the smaller Bowman. Kick it out to Chris Paul. Paul for the lead, and you knew he'd make it. You knew he'd make it. Alec Burks rotated over.
Oh, man, you've got to be skilled to do that. Come on. Paul, the step back. Got it.
Chris Paul having some career lows right now with his number. He's
Paul crosses over, toys with the dribble, and sends in a fall-away jumper.
He's been doing that so long. Little snake stopping themselves, and that defensive possession was the Blazers getting the stop.
Chris Paul comes back and counters with a bucket.
Blazers have broadened their lead
On the dime. Step back, Chris Paul. And that's what Drew Holiday should live on as well. Because Drew Holiday's a big guard. Getting in the shoot. Lonzo Ball. 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Paul's mid-range.
It's a shot. If he gets that ball in his right hand, he's deadly.
Drew Holiday back out there. Holiday hard.
Chris Paul nets his first deuce tonight. Not how many, but when, and CP3 knows the bonus is on it.
Is that legal?
He'll take it.
He just throws you so many different ways. And when it's closing time, watch out, folks. CP3.
2 screens, one from Gallo and another one from Adams. Now matched up on Towns, takes the jumper and swishes it home. Chris Paul had options there, and he decided to take the J.
Well, he just knows when to call it. Clearly, a player was going to score.
But Chris Paul's shooting on the evening has been sensational. Now 7.
Probably won't hear the rest of the year.
How did he not know that his shorts were off?
He was a rookie.
Oh, Paul counted in the foul. Paul keeps it going.
I'm just laughing because
starting to cook. Blazers take the lead back. Paul getting within range. Now the Blazers will get it back, and they can run the clock down with 18 from Schroeder. Carmelo on Chris Paul. And Paul hitting everything right now. 6 of 8, 15 points for Paul. Timeout call.
It's that hot start. It's a 5-point game as we roll up on 7.5 to play. And Chris Paul, watch out. He's a guy that gets into that rhythm tempo, and he can hurt you in a hurry.
Yeah, that's a money shot.
4 of 13. Good look, but it seems like he's been crowded a lot, T. Chris Paul back-to-back buckets.
There's that mid-range. He knows just how much space to give him. The first part is accepting the role and just thriving in it.
Right now he's on the court with Paul and drains a J. See, the guard play is going to be dangerous here in the West. These three.
Denver, 7-point lead. Chris Paul baseline jumper, that's good. Chris Paul would rather orchestrate the use of the terms. And the Nuggets back up by 5. Chris Paul mid-range, that's good. He can do that. We got a bigger Craig, and Juancho's got 8 points in 11 minutes. And that's knocked in. Chris Paul from 10 feet in. Would you?
As Paul pushes it into the front court. Now his turn to drive on Arcidiacono, and he scores, stepping back outside the block. So back-to-back bucket right by Arcidiacono. Now he steals the inbounds pass off of White. Paul catches and scores. And 4 quick points makes it a 10-point game. Slow him down here in this first half.
He's also the leading scorer for the Grizzlies off the bench.
Well, you give Chris Paul that much space, and he's going to make you pay. Physicality. He's a big player. Thunder had a hard time slowing him down. Paul got down low on his own. And there's a much-needed Thunder bucket. Back to a tie game at 120 here under a minute to go. Paul, big shot again. As we open up quarter number 2. As Paul, his first shot of the game, check that number 2, and he will knock it down.
And what you like about those?
Paul got not 1 but 2 screens to set him free, and it results in an easy deuce.
And just get in that mid-range, because if they're going to leave it.
Experience with this team, having that dud in Denver, and then being able to come back and step up for his team now 3 straight games in a row.
Oh, so there's Chris Paul coming back and by 1. Trying to take the lid off the rim. It's Paul giving the Thunder the 1-point lead. So smart off those big frontline players for the Grizzlies.
Well, that's coming off a missed shot where, you know, you had help coming down. The CP hits a mid-range shot. You forced Valanciunas into another tough shot.
To the perimeter. Has to make a move here. Matched up on the much taller Brooks. And he got it to go as the shot clock was expiring.
No, not him at all.
Schroeder had to give it up midair. And Paul on the baseline. Knocks down the 13-footer.
Now, give Nerlens credit. Got a shot block.
To go in this third. Paul wanted to give it up. Nope, takes it himself. And he got the friendly hop. And the Thunder needed that. Just a little bit of traction here on the offensive end would go a long way.
OKC played last night at home and lost by a good margin against Memphis. Hornets will see Memphis their next game, which will be on Sunday in the Bluff City. Chris Paul up and down. Knocks off. Chris Paul.
Well, he started his dribble again.
Final minute. Wow. Chris Paul from the free throw line. Cody's on Chris Paul. Long two.
Down here, right. Fred Van Vliet. And Paul with the bucket and a 6-point lead. The largest for OK. Just get rid of it. Paul, jumper good. He's got 21 points. 3-point lead.
Yeah, this is a scary part about
Pressure, tries to turn the corner, can't.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
Call anything at a timeout. So we have seen Diallo, we've seen Ferguson, and that can give the Thunder the lead, and it does. It's Chris Paul. Another made shot, and Oklahoma City's got the 52-51 lead.
And Dallas has taken a lot of threes. They've taken already 12. Gathering a few offensive rebounds themselves here.
And Paul is able to knock down that mid-range jumper. Paul's been the catalyst. Floats, and another big bucket for Chris Paul to give the Thunder the lead.
9 on the shot clock for OKC. Thunder have won 3 in a row coming in here. Paul drains the jumper. He is the #1 man in the NBA in clutch points. Chris Paul, the mid-range. 79, the 9-time All-Star.
Good seasoning here for Lonnie.
Paul over Pirtle for 2. We mentioned earlier, he leads the league.
On some clock. Surprised he even took the ball out of his hands.
They have outscored the Spurs 57-38 in the. Here's Chris Paul, 6 on the shot clock, under a minute to go. And naturally, Paul answers.
They're just too smart.
Said it's at an all-time high, and this is rookie season. Paul navigates to the elbow.
Boy, he's so smooth. He still has his smoothness. And if the young Cavs guards can do anything,
yeah, and it's created something really dynamic. Like I say, this is a really solid basketball team.
Paul at the buzzer from 15. Here's Chris Paul. Nerlens Noel is checked back in as Paul works off of Noel's screen.
So smooth.
Yep. Just plays at old vet pace, man.
Right, that's right.
10 of 19. Again, end of shot clocks, what he brings to the table. Paul into double.
Lead by 6. Paul, shake and bake, pull up is pure. 99-95, Brooklyn. Paul shifts gears. Paul, step back Jay, we're tied. 101, Chris Paul. 103. Adams hands it to Paul. Paul fades, connects. Chris Paul then looked at the bench and had something to say right before to go in OT. High screen, Adams, Paul crosses. Paul buries it. Chris Paul extends the Thunder lead.
I want to know what analytics say about the 6 pull-up shots that Chris Paul.
Paul. He is the master of the mid-range game, which has become unusual in this.
By position on the ground.
Oh, showing some magic in handling the basketball.
He's playing around with it now. He's
shifted the momentum a little bit.
Paul takes the jumper and scores the 16-footer. So all of a sudden, in front
head, been able to come up with timely second chance points.
Paul is able to convert just below the free throw line. He's now into double digits with 11.
Paul steps back from the free throw line and connects.
First bucket of the game for Chris Paul.
6th attempt. Thunder looking to push it back to double digits.
Paul breaking down Naz Reid, and he's been making a living out of that his entire career.
The Thunder down 20, 4 minutes into the third. Paul with the pull-up. Chris Paul has all 6 Thunder points here in the quarter.
Paul got to the mid-range, pulls up, and a money shot for Chris Paul. As he has got 9, and
for the Trailblazers.
Well, 2 teams without some starters as Paul got to the nail at the free throw line, and his first jumper drops in. The game, one of the key words that he used was wanting his Thunder team to be more forceful, using more force on both ends of the floor, winning at the point of attack. All right, tonight getting that start.
And that's how weak side should work.
They fall back, and Paul takes advantage of the space with the mid-range.
Weak side to give the basketball up.
Paul, high arcing shot over the outstretched arm of the rookie Little, and Paul.
For 6 points to lead the Rockets. OKC up by 3, make it 5. Chris Paul. Cephalosha. Chris Paul can hit that one about 90%.
That's like a layup for him, that little mid.
Trying to break that here today. Going to shoot it over Capella.
Chris is on fire here tonight. He knows it. He's really starting to look for.
Bonga backed away, and Paul knocked down a jumper.
Yeah, you can throw all these analytics about that mid-range.
Pitches there. Paul backs it out. Shot clock is at 5. He makes the shot over Vucevic. Man, Chris Paul, what a year he is having. He's played in every game. 32 minutes.
Like he did in L.A., but that's still a terrific drive.
Paul again. Another mid-range jumper for Chris Paul.
Thunder surely want a 2-for-1 here. So Paul takes that shot in the mid-range. He knew it was going in. Thunder to head back down the floor right when he released it. Thunder defense has kept Atlanta quiet as Paul got around one, floats it up, and he's got another jump shot made. Chris Paul now with 9 points. It's already in the All-Star game since, I should say he's the first Hawk to start the All-Star game since
Pete Maravich.
Minnesota needs productivity from everybody, and their bench has been faltering a little bit here, not been quite as productive. Chris Paul knocking down that mid-range jumper. You know, that
Chris Paul. Okogie falls to the floor, and Paul able to drill the mid-range.
CP's like right back at you.
Paul.
He just rises up, doesn't he? I mean, at that elbow area, he just rises up, and you just
finished Milwaukee, Utah, and the Lakers over that stretch. Chris Paul pushes it back to a 7-point lead. Paul with the shot clock down to 5.
Pretty incredible to watch him. Adams is a big man to have to take on in a switching situation if you're Covington, and for Towns to try to contain that little dude. And Chris Paul saying he hit my hand again. Again, Shabazz.
Triple-doubles and one of the best rebounders ever in this league.
Paul with a pull-up. Just his second field goal of the night.
We need to interview him and see if Melvin has some game. A little jumper or two.
Rubio, nice job staying in front of Paul. Doesn't matter.
Missed his first 5 shots, and sometimes, and I always remind fans, they think, oh, we're getting the best of them. We're booing them every time.
Paul working off the Nerlens Noel screen. With a pull-up.
I guess I have to say it till I'm blue in the face. He does not miss there.
That's led the NBA in steals multiple times. He's got 3 tonight. High arching pull-up over Ayton, gets the bounce.
If you're gonna, this Thunder team has had some success of late. Why this Thunder team, Michael, is 11 games over 500, 51 games into the season as CP gets into the scoring action.
Well, and you like what he said. And I know it was very.
I've seen those leads dissipate. As Paul gets to his spot in the mid-range. Very selective when he starts to initiate
and speed up the pace of the game.
There's Paul, as Baker just kind of hung back defensively. And so Chris Paul starts.
Slow walk, run a little time off that clock.
Oh, what a move by Paul to shed Galloway. And in the mid-range, another clutch shot for Chris Paul. A theme of this. As this Thunder team wearing these City Edition uniforms. Paul into the mid-range, fading away, tough shot, not a problem.
And how many times have we seen that? You know, he knows he's not.
All-star bid. You average over 20 points per game. At some point, you're going to get yours. And Tatum has got going here with back-to-back threes. But Chris Paul fading away with that baseline jumper gets the bucket for the Thunder. It buries a huge three to lift the Celtics lead up to 7. And Paul, a much-needed bucket quickly for the Thunder offense.
Look at the Thunder right now. Just good defense without fouling.
Tap it over to Chris Paul, trying to get things going here for the Thunder. As he will pull up into the mid-range. Having a career year in shooting twos. In terms of field. 2 for 15 from 3. Paul gives the Thunder a much-needed bucket as he finds some open space at the elbow. San Antonio with back-to-back threes. Paul around the screen. Boy, that is just so smooth, almost automatic. Chris Paul now with 12 on the night.
Well, same.
San Antonio blew a 23-point lead last night in Denver. As Paul, so nifty, just always seems to get to where he wants. Look at the rim. Boy, LaMarcus Aldridge, no DeMar DeRozan tonight. Chris Paul got the bounce. Still an 8-point game with 1:25 to go.
And that was a point of emphasis you and I talked about at the top. They can't beat themselves. 9-0 run. Oklahoma City now up by. Z is up to 17 with the make.
So much space that Chris Paul has coming off that pick and roll.
And then you get
the
12,
amount of space.
12, 14-footer.
Yeah, you almost want to.
Your group, can it ignite a little bit of competitive spirit here down the stretch?
Paul settling things down.
But boy, oh boy. Do that passing, Murray and Jokic, sometimes without very much spacing, don't they, Ryan?
They do.
Man.
Meanwhile, that guy knows how to create the space.
The face of this Denver Nuggets team. How far will those two guys take them?
Paul high arcing and rainbows it in.
And these.
Paul, the jumper is good.
In and out dribble. And if you.
That's why you have to attack him. Because he's got to play stick man defense.
As Paul takes advantage, you see Murray there. You're absolutely right. He was straight up. He wasn't moving his feet. He wasn't looking for basketball. Second team foul committed by the Spurs. Paul, all kinds of space, and that's been a theme of the night. He's been able to get anywhere he wants. He's got his assist. Now he's
right in front of his mentor, Chris Paul. Paul, fade away. That's good. And right range jump shot. Right at Shaq Harrison's face. So mean. Chris Paul, he's right on in. The jumper is good. Part of the mid-range jump shot. Catch. Paul against Shaq Harrison. Jumper, nothing but net. Mid-range game. Deadly. He buried it. Zach just took over that third quarter. There's a jumper good by 19 in the quarter.
Total offense.
Paul in the mid-range. Such a smooth-looking shot.
All for the official. No argument from Harrison Barnes either.
Paul again steps back, and another much-needed bucket for the Thunder as Chris Paul trying to get. Paul surveying, and what a tough shot. Well, he kind of fell asleep on him there for a moment.
Yeah, he lulled everybody to see.
The DB glossary of terms. Timeout on the floor. It's a 23-point Milwaukee lead.
Big, physical, strong defender, but also allows some versatility. So it's an interesting pickup for them.
And already he has made it.
One games, being a bad defensive team.
Clippers on an 11-2 run prior to that Chris Paul shot. Much needed to keep up with the Clippers on the offensive end. Paul knocks it down. How deadly is that pick and roll at the top?
Could have only imagined all the stuff that Gilgeous Alexander will soak in from that man, Chris Paul, like a sponge. A half a dozen in the backcourt for the Thunder. Chris Paul gets himself a shot and sticks it. A step behind the foul line, 13 for Paul.
Does trying to draw the foul there.
Here's Paul over Robinson. He hits.
And the coach prudence paid off. He should be playing in that game.
He scrimmaged with the Warriors G League team the other day as Paul knocks it down.
Paul
started by Trier, 5 on the shot clock.
Paul on ISO Zoe.
It is good, and the foul.
Giving Zoe some of his own medicine.
Paul finds a little room.
That is
really good in between games.
That is such a tough shot.
If you watch, Tatum is right behind that shot.
But he's still letting the game come to him.
Heck of a job by Tice. I don't care if that goes in. Tice stayed with Paul for a long time there. Down Paul. Gets an open look.
That's like a layup for him.
Yeah, it sure is.
Comes off that screen, sees a little bit of daylight. It's over.
Paul will take it.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. It's just good. Like Paul.
That's the shot. That's the layup right there.
It's a layup for him.
Thunder can make this a one-possession game. Paul, that little pull-up of his.
Going right, going left, it doesn't matter.
Back and forth, he's got Tice on him. Tice not biting for any of it. Paul comes up and drills the shot. Tice was right in his grill.
That is backs it out, working against Tony Bradley.
He's loving that matchup.
Like he was running a drill that time, Doris Burke.
Yeah, come on. If he's one-on-one, Chris Paul is...
Chris Paul with a lot of sauce and the finish.
He just dances his defender right into the place he wants to offensive end. 67 points through 3 quarters.
Well, Chris Paul, man, just plays at his own pace, hits the mid-range elbow jump shot.
Out of bounds. Paul into the mid-range, and he knocks it down. All kinds of space for him to work that time.
Well, Jokic is saying, look, I know Adams is not going to take a whole lot of threes, so he's just sitting back in the pocket. Well, you saw what CP3 did. He got in between.
To miss a couple of games.
And, you know, congratulations as well. Now, you knew that was coming. And Billy Donovan has been able to make that adjustment. Now, you can't replace, as another mid-range shot, that lineage. He's long like his dad. Looks like his dad as well. CP3 dances with the basketball. Say, hey, young fella, this is not your game yet. Like Chris Paul, and be able to tell stories.
Chris Paul goes to the exact same play, and it's the exact same result.
He said, I'm still the bus driver, young fella. I know you dropped down to 3, but I just dropped 4.
Paul navigating tough fadeaway shot over Jokic, and he got the bounce.
Yeah, you see that S curl? That's a tough curl to do with the basketball.
Years ago and was signed to a deal. And he's been a part of this roster ever since. Chris Paul just playing at his own pace.
That's just signature Chris Paul right there.
Chris Paul in traffic. A little bit of sauce and a great finish. The master at work.
He came in tonight with 158 pull-up jump shots made, more than anybody.
In for the Lakers. Chris Paul squares up and fires right over the top of Quinn Cook. Chris Paul.
That weren't specially prepared for them. So there were vegan choices, vegetarian choices, meat choices, and they just sort of got an array of things. Once they got out of quarantine, though, they had special meals prepared for each team. And many...
12-point game. As Paul twirls around, fades away, and knocks it down.
There's nothing you can do with it when he's engaged like that.
The floor, and he is first in line to probably have demanded a rest.
Bridges forces a tough contested 3. Looks like it just inside the stripe, perhaps on that. Proven to hit big shots in the clutch, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander also in his very brief career showing to have some clutch genes.
Chris Paul's the best.
14. Long shot, long rebound. Nice read on that. Look what it leads to.
Now you give him a second look. He'll make the adjustment. Year 15 versus year 1. Keeping that dribble alive. Tough step back, and he got it to go.
Come on, man. He put him in the spin cycle.
Some of the players and the coaching staff at the time, and guys, Cannon passed away at 6 years old in 2016, and Elena said that.
Third three of the night for Harden, 21 points. And now can CP3 get his game going? Only his 4th basket.
They get back to the hotel and they see each other by the pool. That's a different, experience than we're used to as basketball players, but something that obviously we have to adjust.
Diallo missed the initial one, but then Chris Paul right there for his second field goal.
I really like the intensity of both teams, the way that they're battling and competing.
Mike.
All right. He has his trust in James Harden. No question about that. Tony in his 4th year as head coach of the Rockets. Meanwhile, OKC now ups it to 3.
But Mike, you were talking.
And here at the AAU Nationals for Each One Teach One, the AAU team, and Chris Paul looking like a ball handling pull-up drill there. Sure. Chris Paul, nice in and out dribble, pull up and one.
That's who they would like to target. Frustration by people.
Chris Paul with the mid-range, got to his spot and made it count. Chris Paul said coming.
Yeah, the legend of Lou Dort is building as Chris Paul. Beautiful mid-range.
Speaking of legend,
man.
but you allow Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, Lou Dort, Danilo Gallinari, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Steven Adams. Chris Paul only had 4 in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander tonight for the Rockets. 7 of 7 as Chris Paul finally ends the skid. That was an 11-0 run. And so now OKC's got to play from team during the year. They make up for it in volume. And Chris Paul answers right back.
Down. Even though he's the younger player, he may be the stronger player, especially his lower body. And speaking of lower body, Chris Paul gets his legs right there in that rhythm jump.
Off. Chris Paul, mid-range jumper. What?
8 on the timer. Paul shoots over Covington and sticks it. Only his 2nd field goal of the half from the NBA Finals a couple of years ago. We know about his contract as Paul squares up and hits. Broke off extension talks with the team earlier this year. Kind of haven't needed much from Westbrook so far. He's played 18 minutes and has scored 5 points. Paul left open. So they're going to need a whole.
Lou Dort responds in game 6. When you're going to be in a matchup against James Harden, it's going to be difficult, and sometimes he's going to.
Harden off the line. You know he's going to get there. Rockets shoot a ton of free throws all year. Chris Paul buries a little bit of range. Nice look.
Better because he's doing it on the defensive end. Just tough to make a shot for him right now.
Paul with Gordon on him sticks a little bit range. Not many better than Chris Paul in that area. Oklahoma City by 3 in the ball. Fancy dribbling there by Paul. Shoots up and over Green, and he's got it. Boy, you just knew it. He had all that rhythm.
Oh, when he gets into that patty cake mode, you
give him in this second half. Again, Paul working on Green. Oh, Chris Paul taking Jeff Green one-on-one the last 2 possessions and drops a couple.